Everybody, we are here with Mr. Skeet Ulrich, and he is actually in a new film coming out called Blood, and that comes out January 27th in theaters and available on demand January 31st. Skeet, how are you, sir?
I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for the time.
It's totally a pleasure to be talking to you. Um, so, can you tell us a little bit about Blood?
Yeah, I Blood is a film from Brad Anderson, who I've been a fan of for a long time. Incredible filmmaker. Ultimately, it's about a family that has fallen apart, and Michelle Moynihan plays a mom who has to do her best to protect her children in the circumstance she finds herself in, which is I don't know how you describe it. But to me, it was a pot boiler, a page turner of what in the world is going on. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a family drama ultimately, but it's obviously set in a horror esque genre.
In a very twisted.
Did I describe anything at all?
Oh, you did. You're awesome. You're awesome. So, can you tell us about your part in the movie?
I play Michelle Moynihan's ex, who is, much like her, fighting for what he thinks is best for his children.
Mhm.
Um, they have had a tumultuous past. Obviously, they're now getting a divorce, and it becomes clear that she had drug issues in their relationship that uh, made her a really irresponsible mother, and he sort of had to step in and take over. And now it feels like that's the same thing repeating itself, but things aren't always as they seem. So I guess that's how I would describe it.
So yeah, so there's a lot going on.
Hmm.
You're a dad, basically trying to step right back in and save his son again.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and yeah, there's also so you mentioned that you were a fan of Brad Anderson's work. That
yeah.
was going to be my next question. I mean, how did the chance come about to finally to get to work with him? How'd that come about?
It just for whatever reason he offered me the part, and
Wow, really? Like he just called you up and
yeah, yeah, which you know, I I'm grateful for. It was, it's just one of those things that came, and we were in the pandemic, and I had stopped shooting. My contract was up on Riverdale, and we stopped like an episode shy of finishing the fourth season, and had to go back in August, whenever, if I remember correctly, whenever we started filming again in 2020, and this came in right at the same time, and so it was really questionable whether I was going to be able to do it because of the COVID protocols. And but fortunately, they both shot in Canada, so I was able to stay, not have to come back to the U.S., and I was able to do both of them
Mhm.
because of the quarantine rules. But anyway, yeah, it was an offer, and I picked it up instantly, obviously, and tuned the rest of the world out and started reading it. And I mean, the moment I didn't even have to hit the last page, I was like, I'm in. Um, yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah, that you mentioned that it was a complete page turner. When did
yeah.
you whenabouts like time wise, when did you end up with the script and when did that all come about?
We shot in, if I remember correctly, September and October of 2020, and I believe I got the script in like July, I want to say, if I can remember. A
Man,
few months before production started, two, three
that,
months before.
so that was all during the pandemic.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah,
So definitely hit or miss. Uh,
yeah, yeah.
would you call it more a vampire film or, you did call it a family drama. Is it a vampire film, family drama? Which one?
I don't even know if you can call it a vampire film, to be honest, because is it? I mean, what is his blood disease, or what does blood mean in this? I think that's the interesting thing. Blood is family, blood
Mhm.
is horror. So I think it's just to me, I think we had to play it as a family drama. So to me, it is strict family drama, but it's an odd one if it's a strict family drama. So, uh, I don't know. It kind of defies definition in a way, and that's what I kind of really dug about it. Is like I don't know what it is necessarily. I mean, I guess it's a horror film. I mean, I was struck that Ray Fiennes was nominated for a comedy for The Menu. So, like, I don't know. I think there are all kinds of things defying genre at the moment, and this seems to fit right in.
Yeah, the menu was definitely one of those genre blending things
Yeah,
where it was like
yeah.
a mystery, a suspense movie, a comedy.
I
Very
can't,
well.
I don't. I mean, maybe I watched it wrong. I didn't
No,
find
no,
it.
it was definitely funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, pictures on tortillas, that's funny. Um, so you are, a bona fide horror icon. Like you're,
Yeah.
you know, you're you're in there. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I go to these signing conventions with Matt Lillard, and it's hard to not feel good about it, given the veracity of the fans and how you know how beautiful the things they say to us are, and how affected they are by Scream in particular. So I don't know. I think it's just happenstance, to be honest. I mean, I got to work with Wes Craven and one of his great films. So yeah, I don't know. It's cool.
Well, aside from Blood and Scream,
Yeah.
do you have maybe top three horror films at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, to me, The Exorcism of Emily Rose is always at something about that movie. It's the only movie I stopped watching at night because I couldn't.
Ah,
I know.
that's
And
awesome.
I watched the rest in the daytime. Um, yeah, that's definitely at the top. The Exorcist, in the same regards, religious horror like messes me up, and I'm not even religious. I don't know what it is. Like plausible horror, I think, is what really gets me.
Hmm.
I don't know what another. The Shining. I mean,
Shining's
I
pretty good.
is
Uh,
this. Yeah. So
Shining's good.
yeah.
So what if given the chance, what are you just itching to get into and do? Uh,
Yeah,
with
I don't, you know, I it's so weird. Been doing it over 30 years now, and I've been asked that question, almost every year, and I don't know. Like I don't know until it lands on my desk and I start reading it, and like, I just finished a project with Giancarlo Esposito for AMC, uh, this show, and I could have never like laid out, oh, this is what I want to do, and that thing lands it. I mean, and it was one of the most exciting parts I've ever played, and I couldn't have predicted it or let alone sought it.
Mhm.
So I I don't know. I don't know. I try
so
and
the
stay open.
so the unknown, basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, what's next for you after Blood?
Let's see. Well, I think this show, it's called Parish. I think it's going to come out in the fall. We're still cutting it and looping it and all that stuff. But from what I hear, it's going to be late summer to fall. Um, and there's two other movies I have in the can that haven't come out yet: Supercell and Salvation,
Excellent.
and something else that may or may not be a surprise. So
Who knows? Well,
who
at least we have
knows?
some more stuff in the pipe.
Yeah,
So, thank you, Skeet, so much for talking to me.
yeah.
And
Thank you.
honestly, best of luck with Blood. And please come back with your other projects soon.
I
Uh,
will, absolutely.
love
Thank you
the
so much,
fans would
Norman.
love to talk to you again. Everybody,
Awesome.
Blood in theaters January 27th and on demand January 31st. Skeet, it was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
All
Pleasure
right, buddy.
talking to you. Have a great
Take care.
day. Take care.